Hi, good morning everyone. Myself Umesh. So I would like to explain you about the Node.js. So first of all, what is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine. Node.js is used as an event-driven, non-blocking IO model that makes it lightweight and efficient. The purpose of Node.js offers an easy scalability and easy to learn. Node.js is used for as a single programming language. The benefit of full stack JS. So we live in both backend and frontend. Known for offering and high performance, the support and large and active community, and also advantage of catching offers the freedom and developing apps and getting support for commonly used tasks tools. And Node.js handles the request simultaneously. So Node.js will handle C10K requests simultaneously. So also drawbacks are there. And API is not stable in this and does not have a strong library support system and also a synchronous programming model. So let's move on to how to set up the Node.js in your system. So you will go to the browser. Just write Node.js. You go to the Node.js official website and click on the recommended version. Once it is downloaded, and run the downloaded Node.js MS installer, including accepting all the license and selecting the destination and authentication for install. So after installation, go to the command prompt, write command node -v. It will show the current version of the Node.js which is installed in your system. So next we will update the npm version. Write npm install npm global. So click on enter. It will install the npm package in your Node.js. So once it will update, then we'll check the npm version. So it will show the current version of the npm. So once it is all settled done, then you will go to the ready to start to build the application. So let's create one folder. Folder, make one folder, project name. So go to the project folder, click on command, and it will take to the command prompt. Then just do npm init to initialize the node app. And the package name is the that project name. Then just skip the version and all description if you want to give description. This is the first project. Then it would not take significant at this time. We'll skip it up this entry point, and test command also not visible as of now. Just skip, and no git repository also. Just skip all those. Then no meaning as of now. We're not going to public, so just skip this up. Then it will successfully created the project. Then once it is done, then use some editor, source code editor. I'm using Visual Code. Visual Studio Code is the lightweight but powerful source code editor. It runs on your desktop and is available for Linux, Mac OS. And the default package JSON is would be created in this. See the package.json, the project name, version, description. This is the entry point of the project. So all are done. Then once it is done, then create one. Then create server.js file. We'll create server. Node.js is like a runtime which enables to run a JavaScript on machine, so that you can create a server if you want to. Creating server is not a big deal in Node.js. This will how you create server. I will going to explain. So let's type where http required http then we can set the environment variable port to tell web server what port to listen. So just create one environment variable port const port. So process dot env dot port. So by port number you can give port number like 4000, anything you want. So let's initiate the server. Const http server name is equal to http dot create server. So command can type http server is a method turns your computer into an http server. So it creates an http server object. So let's release an http server dot listen and port function to console.log console.log given message like server is running on just good port. It will print the port number. Once it is done, check in the let's run this server.js. We go to the command part, just click on node server.js. See, server is running on this port number 4000. So server is created successfully. Let's create express app. So before that we require that express to require express. So Express is a minimal and flexible Node.js web application framework that provides a robust set of features to develop web and mobile applications. It facilitates the rapid development of node-based web applications. So now we'll create the server Express app const we'll do some app name and Express. So create the Express app. This is the Express app. Then we are passed an Express app as an argument to the server as an argument, which means all the routes are addressed here. Whatever we can assign in future address to this server. So let's try application here. So now after to get function request response and just to console.log. So now express given message express works. So we check this confirm. So just close the server, Control C, then run again the node server.js. So let's show the error message cannot find module express. So we have to install npm install express. So that express module is generated in our project. So see this after this installation, the node modules folder will come here. In this express module is created here. This package is created in this node modules. So it's available to use. So just run the command node server.js server.js. So let's go to the browser. Just click on localhost 4000 enter. Let's see express works. So after this we go to this, see here it is not responding, server is not responding because we are not given any response message here. So let's create one more like get function request response console.log. Let's say task work. So we'll give task here. So again run this, close the server, icon closing. Let's run this. So go to the browser, just stop this and slash task see command prompt this task works. So want to see a message here, just to respond to our JSON. Express works. That's why here respond to our JSON. Task works. Once it is done, let's go again run the server. Go to browser. Let's refresh. See task works. If you remove this, see express works. So now it's possible to create APIs. We'll give response, and it is possible difficult to handle the routes here. So let's move on to that creating routes. So in this create a folder called routes. In this routes create one route file, say user routes routes.js. So user routes are this. Then initialize express here, and express require express. So const rotor express dot rotor method. So express router is a class which helps us to create router handlers. So it also means that determining how an application responds to client requests to a particular endpoint, which is a URI means path, and it's a specific HTTP. So let's create an API router dot get slash. You just no need to write any function in CSS. Just give request and response in callback here, which means that function is starting here. So just to respond dot JSON response dot send. So routes works. Save one message. Routes works. So let's export this one. Module dot exports equal to router. So module dot exports or exports is a special object which is included in every JS file in the NodeJS application by the default. Module is a variable that represents current module, and export is an object that will be exposed as a module. So whatever you can assign this module dot exports or exports will be exposed as a module dot and it will export as a module. So let's go to the server. Let's will specify cores here. Const cores require cores. The purpose of cores is to prevent a web browser that respects it from calling the server using non-standard requests with the content served from the different location. So with just the limited set of standard and headers, anything outside the constants will trigger as a cores check via an options call. So let's use this one app.use. App.use to load the middleware function call to load the middleware function to use app.use. So you can require the routes of the specific file. So we'll now require const users require, let's say dot routes folder. In that route folder user routes are there. So let's say the routes, then can use this app.use specify the path here API slash save API, anything you want, API slash users. So we'll inject this users here, users. So this users route will come here, then this is the path we are setting here. So this path is used to call the API. So let's inject the body parser here. Body parser require body parser. This body parser is a object exposed various specific factories to create middlewares. All middlewares will populate the request.body property with the parsed body, and the content type request header matches the type option or an empty object. So if there was no body to parse, the content type was not matched or any error occurred. So We'll check now this routes will work or not. Let's say this. Okay, this one was routes. We'll specify whatever. This in this file. This is the route here. So I want to remember this point. So run this, save this. After saving this, you go to the server. Just close this one. Then again run this server. You say cannot find module course. Okay. We require the course and body cursor here. We have not yet installed module to our project, so I have to install this to npm. Let's say I install npm install course here. So course is installed here now. So again run this somewhere. See, app.use requires a middleware function. Okay. Yes, it's course. See, so we have to pass an argument this course here. So let's run this and go to the browser. So now enter /API/users. See, route works. So we given here the route path. This route, this API/users. This route works. Whatever we can write in this API. This is the default path to all the APIs. Because given only one slash here, so it will take this one. So next we'll create the database here, connecting to database. Let's create one folder over here. Say config. In this config file, say one db.js database down. This is the db.js file, then database. Inside the db.js, we say module.exports equal to database colon channel code MongoDB. We are using MongoDB here, so MongoDB colon slash localhost let's say default port number 27017. This is the default port slash cm project db name. Say save task. This is the database name. or specifying here. This is the 27107 is the port that MongoDB runs on. Let's require the db.js file over here in server.js constant give any variable here db require dash single quote dot slash config. In this config folder this db.js is there, so we require this. Then let's see mongoose dot connect mongoose dot connect so let's first require this mongoose warrior constant mongoose require quote mongoose. So here mongoose.connect will show instance warrior. Mongoose.connect, let's say path is parameter db dot database which is given here in this database. So this is a variable or assigning this db.js in this variable. So in this db dot database is there. So yeah, so simply let's use new URL parser here to this dot then put from this function in this console.log let's say database connected. One and start using from this function here. Let's error not error in this console.log error and this error. So the database is created. Let's see it is created or not. Let's close this server and run again. We cannot find model mongoose here, so just do payment stop mongoose. So whatever we are using in new models, we have to require them and also install this in project. After installing, just see the dependencies of whatever we are using in this mongoose.js. mouse is gain this 5.6% there. So we go to the command prompt. So run again this server this. So yeah, I'm getting error here, failed to connect server. So we forward to connect the mouse over here. So let's go to the program file. So if you don't have an MongoDB means just go to the browser and type MongoDB download center. Here you can download the MongoDB Mongo community server over here. You can choose Windows, any OS thing you want, which version you are 64 or that too. After the downloading, you can install this, and once it is installed in your system, then go to the program files. Before that, you create in this C folder, C drive, you create one data folder here. It's already created in my system. In this, again create one DB file over here, DB folder. So whatever we are using, all will store in this DB folder. Let's go to the program files. In this MongoDB folder is there. In this, click on server, go server, then click on install version. Go to the bin directory. Yeah, this is will showing two files over here, mongo.txt and mongo.txt. So this is the server. You have to run this server. So it is already running. It's always running. After this, run this Mongo client. This is the shell command. After both we are running, then just come back here. Then again Control C. Then do run the server .ns. See, now the database is connected also. That's my size. So now successfully connected with the database. So you don't want to terminate server things again and again, just install npm install nodemon over here. So nodemon is a utility that will monitor for any changes in your source code and automatically restart your server perfect for development. So just after this, once it is installed, then type nodemon, then enter. It will entry file is missing or so we forgot to entry dot just rename this server.js as an entry file here. So come back to the one, just restart this one. See, now it is working fine. So once it is done, create a, let's move on to the creating schema. Let's create one models folder here. In this models, create one schema file here. We are going to create a schema. this user dot js user schema we are going to create. So everything in Mongo starts with a schema. This schema maps to MongoDB collection and defines the shape of the documents within this collection. The schema is basically, it manages the relationship between data. It provides the schema validation and is used to translate between objects in code and representation of those objects in MongoDB. So object mapping between Node and MongoDB managed via Mongoose. So let's require Mongoose over here. Mongoose require Mongoose. Then let's say constant schema Mongoose dot schema is a const. Let's say user schema over here. User schema new object schema new schema. Let's say these are the fields we are going to use. Let's say type data type and the string. Data type is string. If you want, give required here with validation true. So these are the options. Let's open a field in it. Let's type string data type. This is also required true. So then create password, one more field I want. Let's say type data type as a string. This is also required field. Say true. If you don't want, then leave this required field. So this should be mandatory. Once all the fields are created, then whatever useful fields are, then say module dot exports. This let's say user, then module equal to mongoose dot model users. This is the model, and you have to pass an argument that is schema over here to the model. Models are defined by passing a schema instance to mongoose dot model here. So let's move on to the user routes, then import the required this models or schema on server containers. So just require this const user required so not here, sorry, let's go to the source file, then require this route to the user here. user equal to require, let's say dot in this vector folder. If it is in current directory, use single dot. Let's go to this model folder. Under this models, user schema is there. So sorry, double quotes are there. Yeah. So after this, so this is the model we are injecting here. So in this schema we are going to use this. So let's create one API here. Router.post is a method. So let's slash request response. Then select new user here, take any variable if you want, then say the schema, then this is an object name, this request dot body we are taking as input from the body. So let's select name, whatever one fields you are specified in the schema we want to mention over here. Email request dot body dot email, again one more field is here, password request dot body dot password. So again this subject should be saved in this, say new user dot save. It's going to save this one. So let's say providing its promise here. Let's give users say something. So then response dot JSON. We're going to send an response. This say success message giving. Say success true after storing the database. If you want the message, means you can give message option. Let's say user created. If you want to print this database, you can print on this users. If you want status code means you give status colon 200. So after this then you can change the means. So error, print this error, response from JSON, case error. Or you can give message for your success false. Message here. User not created. Send error message here. So everything perfect now. So that's we are going to check this enable. So use the post API to create a new subordinate resources used to create a new resource into the collection of our resources. So this post method response code is, if it's success, 200. If not, then do not force as a response code. Let's pass this success status code one for no content. So I'm using Postman, it's the REST client I'm using. So I want to check this API is correct or not. So Postman is a powerful HTTP client for testing web services or APIs. It is easy to test, develop, and document APIs by allowing users to quickly put together both simple and complex HTTP requests. So we are going to test this one. So we are passing the API. HTTP localhost is running on 4000. We have to just save the port number. It's running on 4000. So after this, we are going to use this API slash users. This is post method. And go to the post method. This is the post method. API slash users. Then go to the body and choose raw. Then create JSON in the center. Content type application.json. So let's say we're going to pass name. Let's say Arun as a name. Then email arun@gmail.com. Let's say password here. Say 1 2 3 4 5. So after this, you just check the before that you can check the server is running or not. It's running. Then once it is running, then send a request to the server. Name of undefined. See, name of undefined. So something else. So to the models. So we are forgot to pass the body cursor over here in the server.js. Let's include app.tools body cursor dot unread extended row. So when we have dot use, so we are using JSON over there. So let's say body cursor dot JSON. So body cursor dot JSON. So body cursor is it parse the incoming body requests or incoming input request with will pass. So that's the error when you are getting over here. That is name of undefined. So we are unable to parse the incoming body request. So now it's run normal. Now it's under request. So let's send the request. Yeah, it's now status code is getting 200 successful. User is created. So let's go and check in the DB. Save or not. So if you want, you can use Mongo Compass here. Yeah, Mongo Compass. If you don't have means, you can go and install MongoDB Compass here. And just click on MongoDB. Then try it now. From this, then you can use that. This is a tool allows you to explore the data visually. MongoDB Compass analyzes the documents and displays rich structures within the one collection. So, I'm using the colors. This is a default port 27017. So let's connect. So we can start a project. Our DB database name is task. So this task is the database name. This under user collection here. Yeah, stored. So beyond data is stored. So let's go and create one more. True. Again refresh here. Compass successfully stored in database. Let's go to the user roots. Write the get API for this. So we just already there. We take let's see user. User schema dot collection. Here is the collection dot find find means this is a MongoDB query we are going to write. Find means it will find all the records whatever in the collection. Then we are going to use promises here. Then say users. Then send a response to answer. Want to just copy paste this line. This status is returned and service true. So user records found. So this data users not copy this line. Status code is 204. Content is then false message. No records found. No records found. Okay, let's try this one. Check it okay. And again this copy this link and paste it in here. So that appears. So this method is get only. So let's send a request. Yeah, these two records which is stored in database are two. One is Arun and Hangab. So let's go to the visual code. So this get method is retrieve the resource representation or information. This is not to modify it in any way. So as get request do not change the state of the resource. These are said to be safe methods. It will return all the documents in the collection. So let's go to the another method. Let's see, we are going to delete the record. So return dot delete and request response context because it is not block event model, so everything will callback friendly. So let's use a dot find. I'm using now find by id here because I'm going to find one record in the db and we can delete that one. So let's say request dot accessing from the params request dot params dot id. So then let's see that. So I'm going to because only one record will come. So let's see user dot remove. Use the function which is going to remove a particular record. Then function over callbacks. Then we copy this success response message. Post here. Yes, it's status 200. Success true. Then user deleted successfully. Data save user. If you want to see which record you are deleted, then so one more then function is here. So catch one more. Error. Let's go to so let's say 400. That's false. That is false. Then this is the user dot find, right? Then no user found. Found to delete. Let's print this error. Let's check this API. Let's test from Postman. Go on to the Postman. Let's send then copy this link again. So this is get API and delete API. So we are going to pass this ID over here, which is going to delete. So one thing we are forgetting. So let's say we are taking the ID as a parameter here. So we are passing away the params. So let's take one ID over here, which is going to delete. So let's take this one. Okay. So passing params. So now send and request. Yeah. Now got successfully true. Then user deleted successfully. So number of record is deleted. So then go to the database and check, refresh it, check the records are deleting now. This delete method is going delete APIs are used to delete resources or identify the which is specified. The successful response is 200. If not, since it is already deleted or removed. Let's go to the one more method. Let's see, now we are going to update the record. So we are using put method. Let's request and response again. It will take response when you are using callback. So let's user dot this collection dot find by ID and update. Where is find by ID and update. So it will find the particular record and it update that record. This method. So let's pass this request dot balance dot tidy over here. Then from here, then here is our operate. Then say user dot set, because I'm going to set the new value to that previous account. Let's set, sorry, set, then you can pass what you are going to set here. Let's say name I am going to edit. So I am taking from the request body dot name, and one more record I want to set. Let's say add one more record to this means let's say sorry, let's say this one I'm accessing from request body dot page. Now I can edit the email also. Request dot body dot or you are going to update, you can specify here. So next user dot say this whatever you are going to update, you can see this, then user promise here. Let's pass another. So the first two status code is 200, then message is user updated successfully. Let's see whatever this user is going to update, and it will update yours. So just use updated user. So let's pause this one. Let's you are updated. So again the error response. Let's see dot then update the user response success to false. User can't updated. Print this error again and let's one more promise here. So let's paste here this one. Space is status code So this is 400 and so because this user not found. Okay, let's test this again in Postman. We go to the Postman. So again copy this center line, then paste here. So this body, let's go to the order. Use JSON. Let's save this ID. And pass ID over here because I'm taking as a parameter. So which is going to update. So everything the only one that I'm here are one. I'm going to after this details. So I'm passing this ID here in parents. So let's specify what I'm going to update. Then let's say something say gmail.com. Then one more one page 25. So and again also I want to specify the field URL compose and schema. So let's type string. So I'm not going to require here required field. It's not mandatory. So let's put this one into it. So just so sorry put method this one. So I'm going to change the code. Let's send the request. Yeah, got an success message. So success true. Message is user updated successfully. So this is the ID. So name is Abhinav. So this is not updated. So let's check in this database. Let's refresh it. Yeah, it's updated the report successfully. Abhinav and ab@gmail.com. Age also is 25. So let's move on to the user roles. So we are going to create one more API. So basically put APIs primarily to update the existing resource. Then does not exist, then API may decide to create a new resource or not. So if successful updated means response code will be 200. So now I'm going to create one more API as a patch I'm using now. So I'm not going to update all those things. So I just divide this patches. I just update me some partial modifications of that things. So let's start again. Call back here. Let's use a dot find by ID in the update animation. It will find the particular record and it will update it. And it saves it passing the ID here as an params. Request dot params dot ID. So then can I promise any user, let's say, so then I am going to set down value over here. So in this time I am going to update only name. So let's take from request body, and I am going to save this record, then save, then send and response. Yeah, send again success response and paste here. First success to owner, success to. So user updated successfully. Yes. So you want data updated user, just copy here, paste here. If you want to see the requirements, so then I'm capturing this error, whatever inclusive user unable to update means it will show user can't updated. If user not found means, and it will show user not found. So let's pass this ID here. Parents. I'm taking parents here. So let's test this API. I'm going to Postman. Click on new. Just copy this line. And I'm going to change this record. Let's now use batch method. Just enter raw JSON. So I'm going to update only name here. This time let's see. Santosh here. Santosh. Okay. Just send and request. Yeah, user updated successfully. Name Santosh. Implement is not updated. Sorry, is also not updated. Okay. Let's refresh this maybe. Yeah, let's name it. So the difference between put and patch is the put method only allows complete replacement of a document. Unlike put, a patch is not an different. The patch requests are to make partial update on a resource, and also is used to make changes to part of the resource at a location. So again, I'm going to create one more method. Add root.end. So just show request and response. Let's say just just this one. Copy this word, then paste here. Do this ID. Not going to accept any input here. Let's choose the method as find. So just send and request this. So it will show the status 200 success. Then some header information, so it is showing like express, it is showing code by access control, origin content type, it is showing the application.json, and content length is also showing direct. So it basically gives the header information. Add is a method level annotation. This annotation indicates that the following method will be respond to the HTTP request only. It is used to get only response status and headers information. This is header information from the server, but no body in this. The head method can be used to know whether the resource exists on the server or not, analyzing the states or header of the response, for example testing validity of hyperlinks. So URL is exist or not. Let's say I'm given some more URL here. I will send and request this. See, now its status 404 not found, because it is this URL is not specified in this server. So this header also showing some error message. So if it is correct path, then only it will use success message, and also give some header information. And also I'm going to use one more information in this server. I will go to the folder, project. So I'm using this API. Let's paste here options. So I'm using options method here. Let's try this one. This one options. Let's say 4000. See, the option method represents a request for information about the communication options available on the request or response chain identified by the request URL. So which one we are going to use this, which method we are calling the API in the server. We just giving the suggestions if any inconvenience. So let's say get and put patch post edit. So these are all we are used previously. So just let's give an idea about the what are the possibility we have to pass the URLs. So this is how we are going to use Node to create the APIs and all, and create NodeJS app. So I think all are done to. This is the basic things we need to know to create the NodeJS app. So yeah, this is done. Thank you.